Slick be sending me shit though, and we ain't lying. How the fuck you be bouncing into my shit, Slick?
Slick, he know what, that's why he got that name Slick. Slick the Rick the
Slick.
Ruler.
Shit. He ain't even the motherfucker one that's controlling this shit. You know who controlling it over there.
Damn.
Yep,
Slick,
yep,
what
yep.
you do? ABC show, man. We need to come on your ABC show and fuck it up some, homie.
Man, we ain't going on Slick show. Slick said y'all ain't been live or nothing like that because y'all show fell off. That's what he said. He
That
just
what,
didn't know we switched to another network, nigga.
yeah, a lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't. I didn't told a lot
Yeah,
of people. I didn't told a gang of people that be getting on here with us, a little B rat and relative and shit. I didn't told all of them, man, that we on YouTube,
yeah,
man. But they act like they don't
yeah,
know how to get on YouTube. All you gotta do is go to Real Inglewood Mamas. It's gonna say we live.
yeah. We switched another network. We can get more people on here. We can put up content as we talking and all that stuff. We done got bigger, Slick. That's all. We
Yeah,
left you small fries behind.
yeah. Well, what's
That's all.
happening, man? Y'all, welcome to Real Inglewood Moments live Monday night, man. We on this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's really going on, but whatever goes on, I'm following. You know what I'm saying? So what it is, man? What we on tonight, man?
Today we are talking about why men, let's just say black men, because I don't know about any other race, why black men don't express themselves, why they don't vent, uh, why they don't talk about the things that's stressing them out and things of that nature. A lot of people just think men is just the black man is just hard all the time, 100% of the time. You know, never break down. We don't get the vent, none of that, and it's all because of the way we were raised. We was raised to keep our feelings in, to protect our feelings, to never seem soft. We are raised to be the head of the household, the backbone of the family, the provider, and all that stuff. We don't have times to show our emotions at all. And when we do, we are labeled soft or weak.
I'll be ready to fight after that.
Yeah. But what you got to say about that, Gertrude? I mean, Tiffany.
I mean, it's true, but I don't think it's just black man. I think it's the African American race, period.
Mm-hmm.
Because you guys are taught not to show feelings and emotions and everything. We're taught to stay strong and take care of everything. Put the weight of the world on our shoulders and to suck it up and keep pushing. So I don't think
Yeah.
it's just man. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
it's 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 just black in general. And
Yeah.
if you look at society today, they want to say that we're not strong, we're weak, we're this, we're that. But if you go back into history, we the one that started all this. Everybody's took our race and turned it into what they wanted to turn it into and everything. Like Wall Street. We was the first
Mm-hmm.
ones that had Black Wall Streets. We was the first
Yes.
one with numbers. We was the first
Yeah.
ones with a lot of different stuff. Our inventions, our everything. You feel what I'm saying? Until the other race came in and took it from us or bought it out from us and everything. But when they couldn't buy it from us,
Oh,
they went ahead and burnt it down and started
Yeah.
over and said it was them that invented it. So I don't think it's just a black man thing. I think it's just a black thing in general.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's just that as a black man, say if I was just stressed out about something at work, and I came home, and I just sat there, and my woman kept asking, "What's wrong? What's wrong, babe?" Oh, nothing, nothing. What's wrong, babe? Tell me. What's wrong? Well, this is what I've been going through. Not only at work, but this is just what I've been going through in general, and just poured it all out. The first thing that will come out of her mouth is, babe, be strong. We gonna make it. We gonna push past this. Or if you're dealing with a woman that's a little more, let's just say a little more street, she gonna say, hold your head up, suck it up, keep pushing, and stop fucking whining. So when as black men do we just get to just break down? When do we just get to get it off of our shoulders and just vent to somebody? We hold it in for so long, it can cause brain aneurysms, it can cause strokes, heart attacks, your hair start to fall out. It's because we just been holding it in for so long that black men tend to isolate themselves somewhere and cry in the dark and wipe their tears. And then when they come out to face the world and face their families, they done dried it all up. They suck it all up and hold their head up because they don't have the person that they can vent to, because they will be labeled as weak or a sucker. Are you just, why are you showing your feminine side? So why is it that way?
I think it all depends on the female, because just a couple of weeks ago I told you it's okay for you to cry. It's okay for you to let your feelings out. I teach my son it's okay for you to cry and to feel. You feel what I'm saying? And everything else. After you cry and you feel, keep pushing. Because in reality, that's all you can do. Once you vent and you cry, what more can you do? We're not gonna go out
Mhm.
like the other races and get to shooting shit up and doing weird shit and everything else. You feel what I'm
Mhm.
saying? After you sit, like every time my kids come in from our work or school, they come in here, they get in my bed, they be like, "Mom, how was your day?" I'm like, "Oh, busy, yada." We go out. I was like, "How was your day? How was school? How was work? How did everything turn out and everything else?" Because I teach my kid this is our safe haven. Once we walk out this door, we're walking into hell. We're walking into bullshit. We got to deal with everyday life. But once you get here, this is your safe haven. This is your place to let it loose. Be yourself
Mhm.
and all this other stuff. Because when we go into the world, believe it or not, we have to put on this certain kind of mask to deal with the
Yeah.
bullshit. You feel what
Yeah.
I'm
We
saying?
have to put on a facade.
Yeah, we have to
So go ahead. Because
go
if
into the world and put on this mask and everything else. So I feel like when I come home, I should be able to vent and say what I need to say and everything else and go from there. If I vent and then after I vent, I tell you, let me have some alone time. Give me that alone time to process it. Don't get to badgering me. Don't get to doing this and doing that. Your situation, I get what you're saying. You want to be able to vent, come home, hey babe, this is and that, and not just with the suck it up. But at the end of the day is after you vent, you talk your problems out. She tell you how to, that she's there for you and everything else. After that, what are we really supposed to do, buddy? We supposed to move on.
you talk it out, let's come up with a solution together of how I can fix my problem. Because if you was to come to vent to me, I'm gonna come up with a solution to how to fix it. Not just say, "Oh man, suck that shit up, man."
No, and I get what you're saying, and that's what I mean. After you talk your feelings out and you say what you need to say, after that, and you do come up with a solution, after that, you got to still keep pushing. You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying? It's not
but
like
but
um.
it shouldn't just be the suck it up. Like if I come to vent to my woman, it's not just to suck it up and keep pushing. Sit down with me. Let's figure it out so I can keep pushing. Not no, hey man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. That shit's weak.
And
That
that's
shit's
what
for the bird.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Every woman is not like that though, buddy. You feel
Hmm.
when I talk to my spouse and everything else and he go through shit and everything else, like I said, over the last 5 years, nigga, I've never seen you cry. You can't keep holding that shit in. You feel what I'm saying? You can't like you have to cry at some point, because what you fail to realize is when you cry, you cleansing your soul so you can go ahead and deal with the next problem. Because everyday life is going to show up. Every day there's going to be a problem between your kids, between your job, between the public, between finances, between everything. Every day is a problem. You know what I'm saying? You have to
Yeah.
let it out sooner or
Okay.
later.
Okay. So Slick, he was saying in the comments that he's going through so much where he's at that is just building up and it's building up and it's building up and it's building up. And then in his next comment, from where he's saying it's building up, that he wants to vent, but he has no one to vent to.
But you remember
So
when
there he goes with that build up and that build up and the build up and the struggle that he's having is continuing to build up to then he's just gonna be so frustrated that he's gonna do something. No, I'm just saying, not necessarily him, but let's just say a person. After that builds up so much without nobody to vent to, because the black man has to continuously be strong. You can't show weakness, because once you show weakness, you become the prey. Once you show somebody your weakness, then they pick at that like a scab. So once
but
that continued to build up, then he does something that he really didn't want to, but he was just so frustrated with life in general.
but
Well,
I
I
think
want to
that's
welcome everybody to the show. August, Texas, Slick, Mix 702. Thank y'all for joining in the show tonight. You know what I'm saying?
but I really think that's more of a black community as a whole. Like I said earlier, black women have the same thing that you have. We're taught cook, clean, take care of your man, go to work, come back, do this, do that, do this. That's what you're supposed to do. You're the woman of the house. He's the head. You're the tail. You're supposed to keep it all together. This is and that and all this other stuff. At some point, we need our me time too. We need our stuff. But at the same time, the one that made the comment about he has nobody to vent to, let's go back to the mental health conversation that we have. Like I said, my therapist, and I talk to a therapist every 2 weeks. My therapist say,
Mhm.
you don't have nobody to talk to, write it down, tear it up, burn it up. But as long as you get it out one way or another, let it go. That goes back to
Mhm.
the crying situation. He got so much built up, he can go in this house and cry. No, the world is not seeing him. Nobody's
Mhm.
not bothering him. He's not showing weakness. He's not doing nothing. It's some nights I go on after I get my kids down, or why, like now, my door's closed because I'm doing this. My kids is in there and everything else. I take a shower. I'll go in the shower and cry because that's just how I felt for the day. Like, whoo, I got it all out. That there it is. Okay, you didn't cry, you didn't cleanse your soul. Now come on, Tiff, because you know you still got to get up, get these kids together, do life and everything else. But I understand everything that you're saying. The problem is you got to have the right spouse on your side or on your team to allow you to digress every time you come home or when there's a problem. Because you got some women that'll be like, "What's wrong?" You don't say nothing. You be like, "Oh, nothing. It's nothing." You be like, they be like, "Fuck it then, whatever." You
Yeah.
feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But then you have some women that keep pressing the issue, and then the male would get mad. Like I said, it's nothing. I said it's nothing, but she sees that it's something wrong with him. Now, how we supposed to react? Because now his mind frame is like your mind frame. I can't show my weakness. I can't cry. I can't do this. I can't do that. But if this is your woman that's supposed to keep you down or hold you down while you're out, down and out, you should always be able to release it.
But those women are very few.
Yeah,
But
there
see,
are.
here's
Miss 702 say black women really get told to suck it up by family, friends, work, church, and society.
And that's right. It's not just you black men, it's us women too.
mhm.
Believe it or not, we have more on our plate than you guys have on y'all plate. See, all you have to deal with society and taking care of home. We're raising kids. We got careers. We got to budget household needs. Washer powder. We got to go get the stuff for the house. We got a grocery shop. We got to do this. We got to do that. When a kid come up sick, we got to, okay, the male's not going to take off. And I'm not saying it like that because, buddy, I give you props on you being a dad. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And everything
Mhm.
else. But majority of the time, it's us women that's taking off work, taking these kids, getting them, nurturing them back to health and everything else. Even when you males are down, you guys act like y'all die when y'all get sick. But as soon as we get sick, shut up, Bob. But as soon as we get sick, we still up, getting kids together, getting them off to school, doing this. I'm gonna tell you this. I had COVID back in, I want to say 20, like 20 or 21, around my birthday. Matter of fact, 2 years ago, I had COVID. Do you know I stayed in my room, but when I had to take care of my kids, I put a mask on, put gloves on, still cooked dinner, got them to and from school, took them to their activities. I sat in the car. Mind you, it's cold. I got windows down, everybody in my back seat and everything else, but I still pushed through it. You kind of get what I'm saying? So we're
Yeah,
still in the same boat as you. Our picture just look a little different. Yours
yeah,
is the mentality thing. Ours is the physical thing.
yeah. So
Y'all make sure y'all get these comments in, man. Don't leave my people out, man.
yeah,
They,
I was reading I was reading the comments, but them two was having a conversation in between themselves. Texas and Slick. I was reading them, but they was having a conversation in between themselves.
All right, let me go to the comments real quick.
yeah, we
So
gotta get the people in, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave my people out.
so here's the thing. When a woman comes home and vent to her man, he's more understanding. Like I said, he's more understanding. He's trying to solve the problem. Um, but for the woman to come home and vent to her man, as a black man being raised, that is a female's trait to be able to do that. For a black man to come and try to do that with a woman, he's seeming weak. He's letting down his whole fortress. He's letting down his guard. He's opening up his heart to spill it out to his woman. So now he's seeming weak. Even if it's just to himself, he's like, like I'm in a weak, vulnerable moment right now. You
So
know what I mean? And
are we as men though worried about our wives or our spouses, thinking that we weak?
And I was just
wives, spouses, and beyond that front
I mean,
door.
because we only vent to our wives or our spouses, then who else is knowing? You know what I'm saying, that we venting about?
and I was just about to say that. First of all, if you're dealing with your spouse or your woman and she don't allow you to vent, to me in my eye, that's a weak ass bitch. Because at the same time is you guys go through more than no, it's an equal thing. Because okay, he just made a comment that if he goes out to work and he does 17 hours and she's at home, she needs to get up and do something. I can't read the comment exactly. It has to be 50-50. Let's go back to the real terms. When life really started happening, it was the male that was out there doing all the work, and it was the women staying at home taking care of everything. You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So in
Yeah.
reality, it was the man 80% and the woman 20% because the simple fact is he was bringing in all the bread, but she was taking care of home. So, but I get what he's saying because nowadays, the way the world is, 50-50, you got to have that in order to maintain a household, especially here in California. Now, other states, it might be different, but here in California, you got to have 2 to 3 times the income to even live out here. You feel what I'm saying? So I get everything that he's saying and everything else. But if he's going out there working 17 hours a day and she's a stay-at-home mom, what's the problem? Because she's working just as many as hours as you. Okay, you think, and that's where men get it twisted. You think, oh, since she a stay-at-home mom, all she got to do is get the kids off to school, and then she got the rest of the day free. No, she got to get she getting up, she getting you off to work, she getting them kids off to work. She's coming back. She's cleaning. She's cooking. She got to run errands. She got to pay bills. She got to do this. She got to do that and everything else. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
mind you, the kids is only in school 8 hours, just like a regular job. So now after she done got those 8 hours, them kids was gone for 8 hours and she did everything that needs to be done. Now she's back picking up the kids, getting everybody's dinner done, doing homework, making sure everybody's down to still comfort you when you come home and to lay down and might get an hour of peaceful time to get right back up and do it again.
Tiff,
So
Tiff,
what?
that is an older woman. These
No,
modern women, these modern women now, Tiff, they don't do that. They
and
don't do that, and especially if it's one that got a job or a part-time job, she would be like, I went to work too. So I ain't finna be sitting up here doing no laundry, or I ain't finna be making no dinner. So it's you talking
That,
about.
but
Go
you're
ahead.
saying modern women, all modern. I mean, some I still do it. I get up at. I'm up before everybody gets up.
You are old school. You are old school woman.
I'm just gonna. I'm putting my stuff out there
You
before everybody.
you're not a modern woman right now. You're an old school woman that got different values. These new women that's coming up right now, no. I just seen a video today that said women women should rule the world because they are smarter than men. Men don't have the thinking capacity of a woman. The reason why the world is the way it is right now is because men been running the world. They should let a woman run the world. So that's a modern woman speaking right there.
Okay,
That's a woman that's not finna go home and do the fucking laundry. She ain't finna go
okay.
do no laundry because she feel as though she's either equal or better than the man.
And if she don't do okay, and that's why she's probably by herself, and she still got to do laundry because she got to wash her clothes. If not, she don't wash her clothes. She got a stanky ass
Mm.
house and everything else. I'm gonna tell you, I know some women like this. They feel that I work all this, I do that, and everything else. I work more than my husband. I bring home more than my husband. I do more than my husband. So why am I coming home doing that? Because at the end of the day, bitch, is you still a going
You
out.
still froze. Go ahead.
Okay, you
Say
still a
that
woman.
again. No, say that
At the,
again because you froze up.
okay,
Welcome 8989 on up, homie. Appreciate you coming in tonight, homie.
at the end of the day, is she's still a woman. I don't give a fuck what kind of jobs we go out here and get and everything else. Trying to be a man and everything else, we still women. We still like
Hmm.
we can't do. I'm not gonna say we can't do. Let me rephrase that because you got some women out here doing man jobs, but we're still women. You kind of get what I'm saying? And
I do.
the women saying that the reason why the world is ran the way it's ran because a woman. First of all, we wouldn't know how the world would run because we never had a chance to put a woman in that position. Do we see a lot of women in bigger office now and everything else? Yes, but I'm gonna give you a prime example. We got a black woman in office right now that's a vice president. A vice president. She can
Ain't
make a
heard
lot of
shit from her.
hold up. You can make a lot of changes and everything else, but she quiet than a motherfucker. She comes out when
You
she
know
wants to
why?
come out.
You know why? The only reason why she up there on that panel is because he picked her. A, because she's a woman. B, because she black. So he got two sides of the vote. He got the woman vote and he got the black vote.
And I get that. But like I said, at some point, I feel that a woman probably could do a good job at it and everything else. Now, statistically saying, women are smarter than male. But see, we carry so many emotions and feelings. You feel what I'm saying? So when shit get hard and rough, we all we act off our emotions and our feelings instead of logic.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get to some of these comments, man. Miss 702 says recession plus inflation. What black
Uh,
man letting you be unemployed today? 89 on up, homie says a lot of us do that now since we don't live the life we once lived and not going to jail like old days, but a lot of homies are more in home cooking and helping more than some up to date women.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then Miss 702 said these men cook and clean too now, sis. A lot of them can't afford to be they can't afford to have standards.
Yeah.
Down on up said we now feel we deserve better nowadays too, which is true.
I think the man help cooking and cleaning in the home should be part of a relationship anyway. It should have been in a home period because you live in that motherfucker, you fuck up shit, you dirty up shit, just as much as the wife and the kids. So I don't see nothing wrong with a man help cooking and cleaning in the home anyway. Uh, sometimes even if the wife don't work, it's okay to come home and say, you know what, baby, you take a break today. I'm a cook.
Oh, what happened? Tiffany did something. We got some feedback.
No, here I
She
am.
back, she fighting with her kids.
No, my son, no, he went to a damn football practice and track practice today and put a fucking muscle and he's stuck now. Why he doing all that goddamn yelling? Shut up. Shit.
See what I'm saying, Rat? He come in the house yelling and screaming, huh, mama, I'm dying, huh? Shut up, shit. Go lay down
No,
somewhere, drink
no,
some
no, no, no,
water.
no.
Shut
Pause.
your weak ass up, nigga.
Shut your weak
No,
ass
no.
up with that
No, no, no,
crying.
no, no. See, what you fail to realize is my son been home since 5 something. He didn't took a shower. He didn't clean the kitchen. He didn't ate.
Uh-huh.
We done sit down
Yeah.
and had our conversation and all this
Uh-huh.
other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He in there on his game. All of a sudden, it's I'm in pain. I'm this. I'm that. Boy, you been here 3 hours. All of a sudden, your pain coming down. Boy, sit down somewhere.
That Charlie horse kicked in. Are you having a muscle spasm?
Trust me, he got. Listen, my son is an athlete, so I keep up with everything when it comes to him. But the simple fact is, he has health issues, but he still pushed through. I don't make him like stop. Oh no, it's because you got asthma or because you got this or you're not gonna make it. You can't play sports and everything else. No, push through. Probably if you go out there and get on the field, because you know you can kind of outgrow asthma as you get older sometimes, depending
Yeah, I
on the
did.
situation and everything else.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's not as bad anymore. You feel what I'm saying? So don't just say I was the way he was in there yelling. I'm thinking like somebody coming through my goddamn door. You feel what I'm saying and everything else. I'm like, what? Like even his sister just hopped out of the bed, like, what the hell going on? And see, he's sitting in there laughing and joking on FaceTime with his girlfriend. All of a sudden, he want to act out because he got a Charlie horse. Boy, go sit your ass down somewhere.
Okay, let's get back on topic. Do we really need to vent to our mates, or you know what I'm saying, someone that we close to? Do we really need to vent to
Yes.
them, or can we just keep it in, or like you were saying earlier, Tiffany, write it down, burn it up? You know what I'm saying? Do we really need to vent though?
I don't.
I see, but I want you to listen to why I think you do.
Okay.
Because so now me and Rat's situation is different. We got somebody living with us and everything else. What I do with my spouse is either once a day we sit down and we talk like what's going on and this, because our schedules is all over the place. Everybody's schedule is all over the place. If we have time to sit down in the morning before either one of us leave and everything else, we sit down and we talk what's going on, what's the game plan, what's happening, where's your mental at, this is and that and everything else. Or at night when everybody's down and everything else, if our schedules is here is we're to the point where we can be in the same bed at night and everything else. At night it's kind of like, well, what's going on? Like, because see, I can tell when my spouse is going through something. I can tell. So when I see that, I kind of like, you good? And he'll be like, say something. But then if I still see him moving the way he's moving, then it's like, nah, nigga, we got to sit down and have a conversation. What's up? Like, you feel what I'm saying? I need to know everything that's going on so I know how to move when you move. It can be street wise, it can be job wise, it can be kid wise, it can be any wise. I need to know how to move so when you move and I know how to back you up and everything else. Now, buddy, your situation is a little different on hand because you don't have nobody there with you all the time. You feel what I'm saying? You don't have a spouse that's living with you. I feel that you need to write it down and get it out and go from there. Hell, even if you get your daughter be there, I know she got some teddy bears over there. Even if you get a goddamn teddy bear, talk to a teddy bear just to feel like you're talking to somebody, talk. It's not good to hold it in.
Let me tell you. When I did have my woman, I used to sit down and vent to her. She didn't want to hear it. She didn't want to hear it. So I've learned to hold it in. And then this what made me really just say, fuck that, I'm good. Your girl baby wiped herself, right?
Okay.
So when I did have a spouse, I spoke to her about it, and it wasn't good. Like the response I got from her was not good. It didn't help me at all. It was more like a whatever, get over it type of response, right? So we wasn't together no more. So let's move on years later. I held a lot of shit in because at the time I didn't have nobody. Then I had a female that was a really good friend. My brother died in January last year. And I was in my emotions about my brother. And then I was in my emotions about the bickering between the family over my brother's stuff, right? So I went to her and I let it out. And I just cried on her shoulders. Now this is a female from my job. But we was like really good friends. And I sat down and I cried on her shoulders. Do you know 3 days later, everybody knew that I came and cried on her. Oh, you cried on so and so and so and so shoulders. Oh, why you go do that? You soft and this and that. So ever since then, I'm like, never again. Never again will that happen to me.
The crazy thing about it is you've been into the wrong person. You feel what I'm saying? Because
everybody the fucking wrong person to me.
No. Because buddy, you remember we done had conversations about a lot of shit. You feel what I'm saying? About a lot of shit. Like, hood shit, real shit, life shit, and everything else.
Yeah.
Every conversation we had, you've never heard it get back to anybody. Because that was a time that me and you was conversating. I'm speaking, like I said, I can't speak for every female. I'm only speaking for this female. See, I'm a different kind of female. I'm a rare female. You feel what I'm saying? I'm from a different cloth because my loyalty, shut up, buddy. My loyalty and my understanding is a whole lot different because I feel like, how can I put it? I'm used to being a dumping ground. And what I mean by that is everybody comes to me with their problems because I always try to come up with a solution for them, or I kind of give them different avenues to take and everything else. But that's as far as it goes. You feel what I'm saying? You can never hear like, oh, well, Tiffany said such and such. Tiffany said this. Tiffany said that, because you're not going to never hear that because that's not none of my business to tell. This is my motto. I mind my business. Now, if you want to tell me your business and I can help you with your business, fine. But me running back saying this, saying that, and all this other stuff, that's not my get down. So that's why I'm saying you ran to the wrong female. You feel what I'm saying?
I've been running to the wrong female so much that I just don't run to nobody no more.
Because at some point you are attracting these kind of women. You have to look in self, like, why do I keep attracting these certain kind of women and all this other stuff?
This is a woman I called my spouse for 7 years.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I ain't never been married or nothing. I've been in some crazy relationships. But one thing I can say is sometimes your spouse you think is your spouse is really your enemy. You're sleeping next to the enemy. I've done it a couple of times until I had to wake up and realize this motherfucker ain't for me. He against me. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day is what you're doing right now. Being by yourself is a good thing. But while you're by yourself, you need to learn you over again so you know what you want and what you don't want in a relationship. And you need to fill somebody out genuinely. That's the problem is man always thinking like, if I run to this bitch, she give me this bitch give me that, this bitch give me that. Why do you think men deal with multiple women? Because multiple women give them multiple things. But you can find one woman that gives you all those multiple things you're looking for, and you wouldn't have to be worrying about who said what and all this other stuff.
But see,
let me get a couple of comments. Miss 702 say, "Are we so strong though? Men feel intimidated." What y'all think about men feeling intimidated?
It's not the fact that men feel intimidated. Men feel as though he don't have nobody that's going to support him physically. I mean, not physically. That's going to support him emotionally or mentally. He don't have that support. So he just say, fuck it, I'll deal with it myself instead of venting to somebody.
I'm gonna tell you this though. When Miss 702 made a comment that she's kind of right and she's kind of wrong. And I learned this from my. See, I deal with a lot of older people. Like, I'd rather get the old school shit than anything. Number one is me and my grandmother had a conversation not too long ago. My grandfather was married for 72 years and everything else. Number one is she said you pick your stupid and you deal with it because every man is stupid. That's number one. Number two is at some point they do feel we intimidated. If we got all our shit on lock, we don't need no bills being paid, we don't need this, we don't need that, and everything else. The man is intimidated, like, well, why am I here? So what I do, and I'm just saying what I do is, even though my nigga know I can hold it down, when he wants to do something for me or something like that, I accept it. You know why? Because he has to feel wanted. He has to feel needed. He has to feel something like, well, if she don't want me or she don't need me for nothing, why am I here? So in a way, Miss 702 is right. A lot of men are intimidated. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes to a woman that got all of her shit together, like I told my spouse when we first got together, and me and him have been knowing each other all our lives. Our parents are best friends for the last 40 something years. So we already knew each other before even dating. You feel what I'm saying? But I should explain to him before we start dating. I want you to know I'm gonna be all right before you start this relationship with me. And I'm gonna be all right after you leave this relationship with me. But at the same time I want you and I need you. It's times where I be like, nigga, get up, get dressed. I'm gonna take you, go get your feet done. We're gonna get something to eat and we're gonna chill for the day. What movie you want to go see? What do you want to do? Like, it's your day. Or it's times that he be like, just ride with me. Let's just go take a ride. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Sometimes I just want to sit in my house and read a book. But I get up and take that ride. It's probably because even if we don't say nothing on this ride, it's just me being by his side. You kind of see what I'm saying? So, buddy,
Yeah.
at this point, you need to find like, first, I get what you're saying. Second is it's time for you to learn you again. Learn what you really want.
That's what I've been working on for the last 3.5 years. That's why I'm still single, because
yeah,
I don't want to settle just because there's days where I'm lonely and I want to be with somebody. I don't want to settle. So now sometimes I think I'm being too picky. But then I tell myself, no, you're not being too picky. You just don't want to settle for things that you don't want. So the things that I want in a woman, that's what I'm looking for. If you don't have that, then I'm just not going to deal with it. We can be friends, we can knock boots, but I don't see no long-term future in it. So because I'm not settling, because I know what I want to be happy. So if I just settle for something that I'm not happy with, then 9 times out of 10 I'm a cheat.
Hey, look, if anybody want to join the panel, just send me your name on here on Messenger, and I can send you a link.
And that's what I mean, buddy. And I'm happy that you're doing that. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's times where, like, even though I'm in a relationship and I got my kids, I work, I do a lot of different stuff and everything else, I go out and have me days.
Here's the link, y'all.
But I'm not worried about the kids. I'm not worried about him. I'm not worried about my house. I do what I want to do to release my mental.
Yeah.
If I just want to take a walk and just go walk. If I just want to go sit in the library and read a book. Hell, if I just want to go get my nails done, my feet done, and then go out to eat and do me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's some days where I'll be like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not cooking. I'm not cleaning. I'm not doing nothing. I'm staying in my room. Y'all figure it out. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That shit's my me time, my time, and everything else. So, like, back to you keep saying you need to vent. Like I said, it's different ways. Even if you go to a therapist, and I don't know if it's 702 that said it last time or somebody else. There's a difference between a therapist and a psychiatrist. A psychiatrist is basically trying to diagnose you and get you to take some pills and do all this other stuff. A therapist is going to make ways that you figure it out without medication, how to work out through your problems and everything else. Me and my family just started family therapy. Matter of fact, at the beginning of this year, me and my kids. You feel what I'm saying? And I loved it. You feel what? Because we come together as one. That's number one. Number two is they say how they feeling. I say how I'm feeling. We come to a solution on try to come together in the household to help everybody out. Like I said, everybody's schedules all over the place. Then I have my separate therapist where if I want to just talk about me for right now and not my kids. So
Right.
even if you start off like that, you feel what I'm saying? It's not that you're crazy. It's just that you want to talk to somebody and get a solution because like you're still not there yet to really let go and vent to somebody because of what that person did to you last.
Yeah. And that's true. You
What y'all
you
think about that
definitely right.
comment that the 702 said right there?
Hold on, let
And
me look
that's
at it.
it's true. That's already I spoke on that. Older women and younger women of today, they're totally different. They're totally different mentally and their morals is just totally different. So like how Tiffany was saying, she's a woman that can go to work, come home, cook, clean, still take care of her man, make sure her kids are straight, this and that, and then get ready to go to work the next day. These younger women, they ain't like that. If they go to work and you go to work, when she come home, that's it. That's
89
it.
on up say you lucky, Tiffany, you lucky to have a setup like that.
Yeah.
Lucky about what?
To have a
I,
setup
I, I
like
guess the way your relationship
the way
is,
your
you know,
relationship is set up.
you got a good you a good woman and you got a good dude from what you say.
Yeah,
We don't
listen.
we don't we don't know
He may
Harvey.
no this shut up, you stupid. First of all,
Oh.
you trying to be funny because he heard you last comment and then he was like, oh, so that's why you be going to them hood functions like that to go see Darius. I said, you a stupid motherfucker. Everybody know who you is.
Told
That's
y'all
number
we
one.
was arguing for days about that.
No, he wasn't. He was laughing and joking. We laughed and joked about it. And then after that, we went to bed, shit, together under each other. So if it is a Darius shit, Darius would have been
Mm,
asked out for the night. That's number one. Number two
mm.
is it. Me and my spouse, like I said, we have history together. We grew up together. We could have dated back when we was in our teens, but he was on fuck shit. I was on fuck shit. We didn't come together until we was grown and start messing around. You feel what I'm saying? But I know his family dynamics. He know my family dynamics and everything else. Don't get me wrong. It's not always peaches and cream. It's sometimes I tell that nigga, get out my face before I sock you. You feel what I'm saying? I have my moments and everything else. It's moments where he gets pissed off too and everything else. But at the end, and we stay mad at each other for days at a time. But afterwards, it's kind of like one of us got to be the bigger person. We tripping. But even when we mad at each other and we going through stuff, the house still cleans, clothes still washed, uh dinner still get cooked. And see, we split the whole cooking shit because I can cook, but to me, he cooks better. He's just like that. I
Men
cook,
do cook better than women anyway.
nigga, if you don't shut the hell up,
I'm
he
the cooking my shit.
yeah, he's from down south. So he has that down south kind of Louisiana kind of touch. I have California's touch. So we have our picks and our chooses and it's times when we both in there in the kitchen together cooking and everything else. So it's not always peaches and creams because it's times where I have to sit stuff to the side because I gotta take care of my kids or something going on with my kids and everything else. So when I'm down and out, he picks up the slack. When my daughter got into a car accident, mind you, my daughter was in a car accident last year in July. I work way in LA, but I live in San Bernardino County. So I get a call from the hospital. Your daughter's been in a bad car accident. Come to the hospital now. I'm freaking out. I call him. Hey, check this out. Go find her car. Start taking pictures. This is Sanat because I need it from insurance purposes. I don't know where the accident happened at. I'm on my way to the hospital. It got done. Him and his homies was out there looking for the car and everything else. Got the pictures and all this other stuff. You feel what I'm saying? After that happened, some other stuff happened with my son. Okay, look, check this out. He got fucked up at football. I'm at the hospital. I need you to this is it was a time when my daughter wasn't driving. she needs to get picked up from work or Uber her home or do something, or I'll be there when I can, or we might have to switch off. You come up here for a minute so I can, do what I got to do. Give me some time, and then I'll come back up here so you can handle your business. So it's got to be a compromise. It has to be a common term. Like you get what I'm saying? He knows when I'm going through something, hey, what's up? This is that and all this other stuff. He rarely sees me cry. You feel what I'm saying? It was a time where I just went on my patio and I just cried. And so he came out there and he was like, you want to talk about it? No, not right now. He left me and gave me my peace. And then after that, we talked about it. You feel what I'm saying? That's just like him. When he goes through stuff, I see it. He don't cry. I've never seen him cry. You feel what I'm saying? But I can tell when he goes through something. You ready to talk about it? No, right now. They go by. Oh no, we got to sit down and have a conversation now. What's up? What's going on with you?
I'm having a erectile dysfunction. So,
Buddy, you don't do nothing serious. But I get it, buddy.
I'm being serious because I want to read this comment from Miss 702, but it's directed to Slick and it's directed to the homie from Texas. It says, I hate to cut into your info, but Austin and Slick convo. But is it a regular ear or a professional ear that you need? Like, do they?
What therapeutic?
Yeah. Do you need she asking Slick and a homie from Texas, do you just need somebody to talk to, somebody to vent to, somebody to listen to you and not even comment, but just listen? Sometimes that's what we just need, Tiffany. We just need somebody to listen. We don't need you to comment. We don't need you to figure it out. Just fucking listen. So that's what she asking the two homies. Do you need somebody to just listen to you so you can get it off your chest? Or do you need some professional help? I know Slick, he probably need professional help. But sometimes we just need a motherfucker to just listen. Sometimes, Tiffany, if I come home, just say if you were my wife, right? Lord, please don't never let this happen. But just say if you was my wife.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, and this ain't no gay shit, no funny shit or nothing. Sometimes I just want to just come home and lay in the bed and just have you lay behind me and just hold me. That's it.
I get it. Because
just hold me.
No, I get it. It's times where, like I said, he goes through stuff and everything else. And at the moment while he's mad, I give him his space. But when he lays down in the bed and starts going to sleep, I just lay on him. Because I feel that. I lay on him and I pray over him. Like I explained to him, I said, I pray over everybody in my house. That's number one. Number two is my faith is stronger than yours because and the reason why I say that, he know why I say that, so it's nothing personal and everything else. And at some point, out of all the shit you've been through, homie, God is answering my goddamn prayers because you come home every night in one piece. You feel what I'm saying? And everything else. So it's time, or it's times where he'll just be laying here and I just get out the massaging oil and just start rubbing them down. And he be like, oh, you want some dick, huh? Nigga, stop playing with me. Just lay here. Like, little jokes like that. Or it's times where he don't want to go to the nail shop and I just get the bucket of shit and just start doing his feet because he's on his feet a lot. The work boots, construction boots, all that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or it's times where I look at him.
My feet, can I come on and get mine done too?
Wait, hold on. Let me just interrupt y'all for one second.
Come on with it. Which one you need up, man?
No, Austin, Texas. She's not saying that you and Slick is beefing. Both of you guys stress the fact that you have nobody to vent to. So she was asking, do you need somebody to just so that you can vent to, or do you really need professional help? She's not saying that you two are beefing or nothing like that, bro. She was asking, do you need somebody to vent to? She might would have slid you her number or slid you somebody else's number for you to vent to. She ain't saying it like that, bro.
Because I was just about to say, I was just about to say, like, if y'all ever need me and just want to talk, like, vent or something like that, just hit me on Instagram. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I've been
Yeah,
there. I've done all that stuff. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And y'all already know I'm in a relationship, so I'm not even tripping off none of the little extra shit and everything else. But if you really just need a listening ear, like, you feel what I'm saying? Because, buddy, you got my number. Whenever you need to holler at me, just pick up the phone. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because every time you
yeah,
call, I answer. Every time you text, I'm responding. The only time I
yeah.
don't call or respond is if I'm fucking sleep. You feel what I'm saying? It's times when you text me, I be like, nigga, I'm at work, but I hit you when I get off. Or we'll
If
go
you
through text.
if you fucking sleep, or if you fucking are sleep. What did you say?
If I'm, I said if I'm asleep, you dumbass.
Hey man, so
Oh,
now, buddy, you can call her and stop calling me. You know what I'm saying? Because I got too many other problems. Man, call Tiffany. She gonna help you on it. Now
But
I
the
got
thing about it is,
collect your phone, call to Tiffany.
I'm calling
and
you to stress you out because I be stressed out, nigga. Shit.
But
I
I'm gonna
can
send
help
you
him in
the Tiffany.
certain this and not for real, buddy. I can help you in certain ways, but then Rat can help you in a different way because you're a man. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I stress about my son. Let's get back on the male point of view. I stress to my son, I can raise a boy, but I can't raise a man. It's a lot of stuff that I can teach you, but it's some stuff you're gonna have to ask your daddy and everything else when it comes to even my spouse. He be like, Tiff, that's a man. Like, you feel what I'm saying? He started to get at that age where, you feel what I'm saying? You can't keep babying him and this and that because my son is my baby. So it's kind of like,
Mm-hmm.
now you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I'm gonna take him with me to do this, or I'm gonna take me with him to do that. That's fine and dandy and everything else. But at some point, like, you feel what I'm saying? My son, every time somebody like my son goes somewhere, they be like, he is so respectful, he's so this, he's so that, because I teach my son, you treat women the way you treat me and your sister. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that funny shit and everything else. Treat these girls or these women out here like they your sister, or it's me. Now, if they get disrespectful for you, that's why you got two sisters and a mama, and we gonna pull up. You feel what I'm saying? So he
Yeah.
always has an avenue to vent and everything else. You feel what I'm saying? It's mornings when he'll just come in here and just lay in the bed with me. You feel what I'm
Cool.
saying? Mom,
Uh-huh.
this is an and I'm starting off at an early age because you're right. Males have it worse than females because of you guys' pride. You guys' pride are bigger than us women prides. You feel what I'm saying? You have to show that you tough. You have to don't cry, don't do this, don't do that, don't. But in reality, if you keep holding all that stuff in, it's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Suicide rate it's more men killing themselves than it is women.
Right. Okay, so look, we got 7 minutes. Uh let's hear your closing arguments, Tiffany. Are you
My thing is my closing. No, I was reading some of the comments. My closing argument
Read
is,
some of the
buddy, go
comments,
talk to
Tiffany. Can you
somebody.
read some of the comments, please? I need to get these people involved.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back to the comments.
read that one on the screen right there?
Just tell me the name you need and I can pop it up for you.
It's on the screen.
Okay. Let me know. I'm gonna start from Austin, Texas. It says, okay, this is not happening. Why is everybody or someone trying to fix it? Looking like me and Slick beefing. Stop that, quit it. That's not what's going on. Why will I beef with him? Please don't do that. So basically what they was going at, both of them was going back and forth in the comments from what I'm seeing and everything else. And they're both basically saying that they don't have nobody to vent to. So what should they do? So like I explained to Slick in Austin, Texas, it's either you write it down, you burn it, and you rip it up, or you burn it, or you feel what I'm saying? Wherever you at, it's always mental health is big. You don't even have to have medical or anything else. If you call certain numbers and you need to just vent, there's people there to listen to you and everything else. You feel what I'm saying? And everything. And then you also can call a friend. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know you guys really got some friends out there. Everybody's not going to run into a friend like Buddy that runs back and tell your business. You got some friends that's really going to help you and try to help you understand the situation you're going through and everything else and go from there. Then we have, let me see.
We just got somebody just popped up on the screen.
Yeah, we got Miss 702.
Yes.
You know,
Hi, Miss Tiffany. You do such a good job. I'm such a big fan of yours, girl.
Hi.
I love your realness. And Buddy and Rat, can I just speak to Austin for a second? Because I don't know what's going on. Me and Austin share a lot of the same platforms, and I have a lot of respect for Austin. I don't know nothing about a blue heart and a purple heart and I don't know what he's talking about. But I just wanted to say I genuinely have a lot of respect for him. I remember when he had COVID and I told him to get well. I don't know what else is going on right now. And what your analysis of what I meant was what I meant. Buddy said that Slick and he were having a private conversation in the chat. So I said, I hate to cut into you guys' conversation, but what type of ear does Slick need? I wasn't trying to make it look like nobody was beefing. I don't know what happened.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Buddy,
explained
that's
it to
the
them.
homie- but wait, Buddy, is that the homie that's away right now?
702?
No, Slick.
No, Slick is the homie. That's the Mexican homie that always be on here with us.
Oh, okay. No, I thought that was the other homie because I was gonna say, yeah, he probably don't have no outlet to do it like that. But like I said, and 702 is right. You can either have a friend as a listening ear or a therapist. But in my eye, you need both. Because once that friend comes and dump it on you, you gotta dump your shit on somebody else. Why are you holding in somebody else's trash?
Yeah.
It's a dumping ground. Even my therapist has a therapist. I was talking to my therapist. She said her pastor has a therapist. You feel what I'm saying? People, she's been in the service. They have therapists. Everybody has a therapist because at the end of the day is we're all going through something and we dump. I'm going to give you a prime example. This thing right here. Let me see if you can see it right here. This is everything that I pray over my family for. I write it down. I look at this every day and I go from there. After I read this and I say my prayers, I leave it in God's hands. You feel what I'm saying? Now, once I go through something, like tomorrow's my therapy session, everything that I've been feeling for the last couple of weeks and everything else, it's time for me to dump it on my therapist. My daughter has her therapy session tomorrow as well. It's time for her to dump whatever she's feeling on her therapy session. And then we're going to go back to our family therapist and we're going to sit down and we're going to dump everything that we're going through. Because see, sometimes right now my kids feel like, Mom, if I come and tell you something, you're going to get mad. I tell my kids this all the time. I'm not going to ever be mad. I'm the overprotected mom. I'm the mom that's going to have your back regardless you're right or wrong. But I get mad when you don't tell me what's going on or if you lie about the situation. But the simple fact is now I'm stuck looking stupid. Don't know how I'm going to handle the shit and everything else. And I'm trying to get you out of it. So everybody needs somebody to talk to.
Yeah,
okay.
True. Well, I just want to say, you know what I'm saying? I thank everybody for coming on the show and joining the show with us tonight, you know, to talk about this because, you know, you do need somebody to talk to because if you don't talk to nobody, sometimes it'll turn out bad for you. You know what I'm saying?
It'll turn out bad.
That you don't really want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get in, you know, hard to get out of trouble when you get in that trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I thank everybody for coming on the show and sharing y'all opinions with us tonight.
So can I say this? I think we had a really good therapeutic talk today. But Tiffany, come back.
I'm right here. I just stepped in the
Kim, you had to boo-boo real quick. Can we talk about this next week? You just said and some people don't want to talk about this, so if you don't want to talk about it, I'm cool with it. You just said you read over your billboard and then you put it in God's hands, right?
Yeah.
Can we talk about if there's really a God?
Yeah, I have no problem because what you believe is what you believe. What I believe is what I believe. Everybody has a higher power. And hell, do what you do. But when I come on here next week, I don't want people to take it like I'm pressuring them to my religion.
Right. No, we ain't.
I think Miss 702, I'm not sure if you're still on or not, but I think Austin wanted to come on and talk to you, so y'all could talk about that right quick, But I think it was a misunderstanding is really what it was, what I'm saying, a quick misunderstanding. And what I'm saying, everything it is what it is, what I'm saying. Everybody got their own.
I think it was just a lot of things happen over text and everything else that's miscommunication. So hearing a person's voice is better. I think she just came in like she was just asking the question why was going back and forth and everything else and all that other stuff. I didn't see it as a beef. It was just like a question she asked that it was a misunderstanding.
He said I was about to leak in for her.
But I think she got off. I'm not sure if she got off.
We can talk about religion. We can talk about. See, we can talk about it all because I believe in certain stuff, higher power, speaking into existence. Karma, everything. A lot of people don't everybody think, oh, if I do this, karma's gonna happen instantly. No, karma don't happen instantly, baby. I can tell you that now and everything else. So we can talk about that topic next week. I'm very,
Hey, y'all believe in bad spirits?
Yes.
Somebody tried to choke me in my sleep last night, the other night, man. My wife.
That was your wife. That was your wife. And then when you woke up, she played sleep.
When I woke up, man, she was on the other side of the bed, man, and she was at the foot of the bed. So I know it wasn't her. So
it was. She had her. Nigga, she had her foot on your neck, nigga. That's what it was.
Yeah, everybody has my thing is I believe everybody has a guardian angel, good and bad. You feel what I'm saying? I believe that there's something bigger than us and everything else. I believe in faith. I believe in God, Jesus, whatever, just like other people believe in hey, the homie also said that was a ghost. Who pissed you off, Brad?
I don't know. I ain't never had that before, you know what I'm saying? But it felt like a motherfucker. First, it felt like they were just massaging my neck. And I was cool with that. I was asleep, And then the motherfucker grabbed my shit. And you know how you tighten up your shit, you know what I'm saying, to get a motherfucker up off you. I see it last night. I was kind of nervous.
Where wifey at? What you done did? Where wifey at?
That's what it was.
You did
that's
something.
What it was.
You did something. You found something, or you did something.
She was choking it.
Click in right quick, Slink.
She was choking that nigga. She was choking that nigga, and then when he woke up, she hurried up and laid down. Like, oh, what happened, babe?
But I told her last night, I wasn't going to sleep right away. I was going to hang out and see if they was going to come back. Whoever it was going to get knocked the fuck out.
You was gonna knock the ghost out, huh? Yeah.
Man, whoever was choking me, man. I don't know who was choking me, man. You know what I mean? But Miss 702, thank you for coming on. You know what I'm saying? We always appreciate you coming on. You always show us love and support, and we really appreciate that. So Austin, Texas say maybe it's one of Google's aliens. I don't know what it is.
But
what's going on.
You gonna learn tonight.
I'm gonna give you another 2-3 minutes. Anybody come on in, Slick. Let me see your face, man. I ain't seen you in a while, homie.
I bet you. Listen. I bet you learned your lesson though. You ain't did whatever you did, and they ain't been back to choke you or fuck with you, right?
I ain't did nothing though. I ain't did nothing.
At your job, you ain't fuck with nobody or nothing. That's another thing is we gonna talk because a lot of people be like, oh, you going through something? I'm gonna pray for you. Don't pray for me because I don't know what you pray to. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of relationship you got with God. Shit, you might be praying on my downfall. That voodoo, right. And as we're talking about that, we're gonna talk about voodoo too. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got motherfuckers that do voodoo. What?
I know a couple people talking. Well, a couple Mexican people say they pray to the Babalao.
Yeah.
And the Babalao is kind of like a witch doctor.
Yeah. Do all that crazy shit, like the Day of the Dead and all that other shit. They say it's to talk to your loved ones. Fuck that. You pray? No. I don't do all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be a heavy topic. Do you use it or you just have it for show?
Because all he wearing is that gold chain. That's his
I
vibe.
got that. I got that made in the La Pinta.
And you better watch out who made it for you, who gave it to you, because you don't know what kind of spirits they put on it before they gave it to you.
I sure don't. Do you see me with it on?
But it's in your house. That's what you
That's
gotta
okay.
realize. And that's another
It,
thing is too is, do you feel like that? And we're gonna talk about this next week too. After this, it looked like Slick not coming on, so we're gonna end it. But another thing is too is, people can give off bad energy and it can rub off on you. Can
mhm.
you feel people's vibes and their energy around you? Or you feel like it's a dramatic change when certain people come around you?
When they come in the room, it's like they come in with like a black cloud over them. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Slick say his
I,
beef is with Real Inglewood Moments, but he don't want to come on right now. He don't want me to fuck him up.
yeah. He got to do his hair.
He
He
ain't
got
in
to
his
do his
He
hair
said
right
he's
now.
not in his right frame of mind right now, so that's even better. Let him get his mind
That's
right and
cool.
everything else.
And the reason why he's saying that, right now is because he was saying earlier he don't have nobody to vent to, so all that shit that he got is just building up, building up, building.
Yeah, but he got y'all. Like you feel
Yeah,
what I'm
man.
saying? So
Yeah, if you ever need somebody to talk to, you can dial my number, homie, and call me all the time. You know what I'm saying? You can
You
call Buddy, you know what I'm saying? Buddy, and Buddy might tell you some bullshit, and then
you damn sure
Buddy might
cannot
tell
call
you
me.
that real shit,
but
but
you
Buddy,
know
he
what?
ain't giving you no more because you talk too goddamn much.
But you know
Hey,
what? What I
hey,
like
fuck
about
that
Buddy
nigga.
is though? No, you know what I like about Buddy, and it's kind of like me too. We can take shit serious, but we can turn it into a joke to brighten your day. You feel what
Right.
I'm saying? Because that's all. Like a lot of people, like I'm in Facebook jail right now because I made a comment about something and they took it personal. But my thing is this: I'd rather see a person laugh than cry. You feel what I'm saying? You can call me and
Yeah.
be down and out and everything else, and I'm gonna turn it into a joke to get you in a better spirits to kind of get your mind off of something because I might talk you off the ledge. I might talk you off not into doing something stupid. I might talk you into looking at things from a different advocate because see, when I tell people when you call me, I'm playing devil's advocate. You feel what I'm saying? You gonna
Yeah.
tell me what's going on. I'm gonna tell you, well, it could be like this, or why you didn't try it like this, or what's this, or why you saying it like this. I'm gonna always play devil advocate because see, my thing is, and you shouldn't think like this. I think the worst before I think the best because
Me
that's just
too.
how
Mm.
life is.
I do. I
That's
do.
just how life is.
I call myself preparing for it. You know what I mean? Preparing for the worst.
Yeah, I prepare for the worst, but I hope for the best
I
because
hope
that's just the way life is. You
that's
feel what
real.
I'm saying?
That's
But
real.
if I can help you to put a smile on your face, I'm cool with it. Like like right now it's raining and all this other stuff. For the last 2 or 3 days, I'll be seeing people and it's cold and everything else. I'll be like, come on, let's go get something to eat. Or here, you smoke cigarettes? Here, take these cigarettes. Nigga, I didn't pass out like packs and packs of cigarettes for the last couple of days. Like, you feel what I'm saying? What's going on? What you
Thank,
need and everything else.
we really appreciate you giving these people cancer.
Hey man,
Hey,
hey, that's another thing, Tiffany. We're going to have to hook up. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to come, do something for the homeless, man. You know what I'm saying? We need to do something this year. Set
well,
something
whatever you want to
down.
do, we can do it. To me, I think Cali is better because we have more. But
Yeah,
if I gotta come to Vegas, I'll come to Vegas. If I gotta come to Arizona, I'll come to Arizona. It
No
is what
doubt.
it is.
No, we coming to Cali. You know what I'm saying? We all originally from Cali, so that's what we gonna do with that, most definitely.
Yeah.
But look, I'm gonna tell you this because I next time I'm gonna put pictures up next time, or I'm gonna send them to you. That way you can see what I usually do when I go out there. So basically, what I usually do is I get a barbecue pit and I kind of start grilling stuff up, and then I have like 2 or 3 people that's willing to give haircuts to the people. I have hygiene bags, and then whatever clothes that me and my kids can't fit, or if I know people that have clothes that they're trying to get rid of, I just go out there. I set up a table and I just let the people pick what they want.
Mm.
Where you want to do it at?
I
You
put
want to do it? You want to do it on
I
Skid
do
Row?
that's what I usually do right there on San Pedro and Fifth or something like that. But I'm about to go do the homeless count. So when I do the homeless count,
Look at my God.
All right, let's do it on Skid Row.
Okay, I'm with it. Whenever y'all ready, let's go.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna talk
What's
about
up?
that. We're gonna talk about that this month, no doubt. We're gonna put that together.
What's up, Slick?
What up?
Hey, so let me tell y'all a story, right? Let me tell you
Hold
why
on,
I said.
buddy. Before you start playing, hi, Slick.
What up?
How you doing?
I'm all right.
Yeah, don't come on here with no, listen. Because you was just in the chat on one. Don't come in here with this dry ass conversation. What's on your mind? What you going through?
He hung up. Hey.
You didn't want to talk to the guys today.
Hey, one time I was going through something, man, and I called Slick, and I was venting to him about what I was going through. Next time me, B-Rat, and Slick got on live, that nigga told everybody my business.
Oh no, I'm not telling his business. And I hope I didn't.
He can't never vent to me. I'm waiting to get some ammo on him. I'm putting all his dirty laundry on the goddamn worldwide internet.
Let me apologize to Slick real quick. Slick, I didn't mean to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you are going through something, we got a lot of people watching. You probably don't want all your business out there. So I apologize for that. But come on, don't come in here with this dry ass conversation. You feel what I'm saying? Looking like you mad at the world. We just want to see your face to make sure you're all right.
Yeah, I think he just came on and let me see his face. I want to see his face. I ain't seen my guy Slick in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to make sure he was, he looking good. He up to par. You know what I mean? So
yeah. So I didn't mean to kind of just put you out there like that, Slick. That was just like, that's just my fun. Like, I didn't mean. But if you do need to talk to somebody, call Buddy or call Rat for real to get it. Buddy, stop doing that so you can kind of get it together and everything else. Or if whatever you're going through, write it down. Try to see if that helps. You feel what I'm saying? Or, some people, when they go through something, they have to break stuff. They think they got a place called, what's the name of this place? Where you go and just demolish it. You break glass, you break, like, you know what I'm saying? If you got to go to a boxing ring, hit a punching bag, something like that, just get it out. Just get it out.
Just get it out.
Yeah. All right, man. We're going to end it. Like I said, I appreciate y'all all coming on, man. We love y'all, man. That's the main thing. We got to love each other, man. You know what I'm saying? That's where it started at, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as we know we support each other, we love each other, we going to make it, man. We going to make it.
And we want y'all to tune in next week, Monday, 9 o'clock Arizona time, 8 o'clock LA and Vegas time. Next week, we will be talking about, do you believe in God? Do you believe in a higher spirit? Do you just think the book is written by men in order to mind control people? Let's talk about it. Let's figure it out. And Tiffany will have her hair done next week.
Nigga, my hair is done. It's in a ponytail. You see this? I just didn't feel like taking it out.
Okay,
what
Mama
I'm talking to you for?
For me.
But just say you want me and we can do this.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I don't think so, Mama Hattie.
Don't do it. You're going to have a player for life.
Oh, shit.
I don't think so, Grandma.
Nah, I won't fuck with Buddy. Buddy's a homie that I can go sit down and laugh and joke and talk with, be on some real life shit, but also get a laugh or two and everything else. Trust me, every time Buddy come around, ain't nothing but motherfucking fun. You feel?
That's all we gonna do. I do not want none of your pudding. I don't want none of that.
You sure be talking about my pudding all the time for you not to want it. But
I just talk about it. I do not want to touch it.
Okay. It was real, y'all. See y'all next week.
Love y'all, man.
We're going to talk about religion and everything else. Y'all have a good night.
All right.
Wait. One last thing. I'm going to tell you this. That shirt needs to be redone with my picture on it now.
You ain't nothing but a fucking special guest. What the fuck?
But the cool thing about it is everybody likes me. So, yeah, why he hung up? Everybody liked me, so you might as well add me to the shirt. So, until next week.
We're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on that. Slick, I love you, homie. Call me if you need me, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm
If you need
sorry,
me, give me
Slick.
a holler, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Slick. I didn't mean to do it like that. But if you need somebody to talk to, please call one of the homies.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, y'all.
All right, I'm gone.
Love,
All right.
happiness. Love y'all, man.